I'm usually a very nice person. I prefer to only talk about nice, happy things. But every once in a while, there's something that just pisses me off so bad. It makes me so angry that I have no choice but to lash out. And today, there is something that has happened that has just completely thrown off my day. It has made me late all day long for everything. And I'm talking about daylight savings time. What in the world is this disastrous idea of taking time and completely shifting it like some Doctor Who time changing warp that has occurred in our non-futuristic timeline here, and we are forced to try to adapt to this new time and loss of hours out of nowhere because the government says so. I am so pissed off that we have not stopped this ridiculous and asinine process of removing or adding hours into our day. Now, before you get your pitchforks and come along with me and march down to Congress and demand they stop it, I want to first make sure we clarify some things. Number one, this has nothing to do with farmers. So if you see a farmer today, don't peg them in the head with any fruit or vegetables. Don't swear off fruits and vegetables because you hate farmers because they made this up, because it has nothing to do with farming. I've heard that all day long and they're wrong. This actually was an idea created in Germany, which usually engineers and makes some pretty great stuff, but this one is a really bad one. But for the time period, it made sense. During the war, they were trying to conserve energy, which is what you want to do during wartime. So it made sense then. The United States adopted it after or during World War I. And apparently it was the brainchild of Benjamin Franklin, too, at some point. But let's just say maybe when he was doing that lightning experiment, something jostled in his brain and made him think of this terrible idea. But in all seriousness, it probably was a great idea back then, but doesn't make any sense today. So why was it made? To conserve energy, not to help out farmers or anything along those lines. The thing is, it actually doesn't really conserve energy at all. All the studies that I've looked at, all the studies that have been done, at most maybe 10,000 homes worth of energy that it saves. But you got to think about the shift of our culture. Right? Our culture is no longer the same. We're no longer going outside and building tree forts and things for the most part. We're sitting inside with our computers. Our stuff stays plugged in when we go outside. The power is being consumed irregardless. And we've got these cool LED lights and all these other ways to conserve power. Because believe me, I'm all about power conservation. I am just not about removing an hour from my day. In fact, I don't care which they choose. You could do the hour forward or the hour back, and you could keep that permanent, whatever one you want. If you want more daylight, it's fine. Just don't switch it up on me. Do not do it again. And here I was looking at this government site, NIST, which is National Institute of Standards Technology, and they explain to you here some of the information about daylight savings time. And the frequently asked questions: when is daylight savings time? Who follows daylight savings time? Well, there's a few geniuses in here that I found out, like Hawaii, American Samoa, Guam, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, and most of Arizona must be pretty damn intelligent. They're smarter than the rest of us because they said, to hell with you. We're not going there. We're not switching our daylight savings time. I'm thinking about moving maybe. And can you determine the time by codes and all that? It's enough. Kill it. Get rid of it. It needs to go away. This is a bad idea. In fact, instead of conserving energy, and these are facts, you know what it does? It increases heart attacks, it increases traffic accidents, and it pisses people off, most importantly. So while this is kind of taking a small thing and blowing it out of proportion, we could save lives here if we could just get our congressmen to listen to us and stop with this insanity. So, today, I want to follow the trend with you. Hashtag stop DST. I didn't come up with that. That's what's trending right now. Send it to your congressman. In fact, today will be National Save Paper Day, right? Instead of National Daylight Savings crap. And we will email or tweet to our congressmen and women and say, enough is enough. Get rid of this nonsense. We, the people, will not put up with it anymore. Who's